Here and let's start today's topic of the discussion, that is about resistance exercises. As we all know that resistance exercises are an integral part of our daily physio practice and very important exam questions. So let's move on. First we should know that what are resistance exercises. Resistance exercises is an activity in which static or dynamic muscle activity is resisted by an outside force applied manually or mechanically. It means that the force we applied from outside can be applied by hand or can be applied by any machine, manually or mechanically. Now, why we do resistance exercises? We perform resistance exercises to improve muscle performance. The point is to getting that we do resistance exercises to improve muscle performance. It is the MCQs of last exam paper. So, what is muscle performance? Muscle performance is the capacity of the muscles to do the work. Okay, muscle performance is the capacity of the muscles to do the work, and we know that work is equal to the force and the distance. Here, we should refer that the force is the amount of the force a muscle generate, and the distance is the length of the contraction or the relaxation that muscle performs. Okay. Now, what are the factors on which muscle capacity depends? Muscle capacity basically depends on three main factors: muscle endurance, muscle power, and muscle strength. These are main three factors which determine the capacity of the muscles to do the work. So, let's discuss that what is muscle strength. It refers to the extent that the contractile element of the muscle produce. Okay, it refers to the extent of force that the contractile element of the muscle produce. Okay, how can we strength train our muscles? It is a systematic practice of using the muscle force to raise, lower, or control heavy external loads. The point to ponders in strength training is the heavy external loads for a relatively low number of repetition over a short period of time. Okay, for strength training, we have heavy external loads for a relatively low number of repetition and a short period of time. Now, what is muscle power? The second main factors to improve the muscle capacity, that is muscle power. So we should know that what is muscle power. Muscle power is defined as the work produced by a muscle per unit time. As we know from physics, we know that power is equal to the force and distance over time. Okay, power is equal to the force or distance over time. Force and distance is equal to the work, so we simply say that power is equal to the work per unit time, because force and distance equally the product of force and distance is work. So हम कह सकते हैं कि जो power है ये work per unit time भी है. सो आप देखिए कि वर्क के साथ पावर का डायरेक्ट रिलेशन है एंड टाइम के साथ पावर का इन्वर्स रिलेशन है. फॉर दिस वी कैन नो दैट हाउ वी शुड ट्रेन आवर मसल फॉर इंक्रीजिंग पावर. For power training, we can increase power by increasing the workload, because work is directly related to the power, or by decreasing the time taking amount of the work constant. If we keep the work constant, we should decrease the time, and if we keep the time constant, that we should increase the work to increase the power. Okay, so that is the power training. Now let's move on. What is endurance? It refers to the ability to perform repetitive or sustained activities over a prolonged period of time. Here we know that endurance can be achieved by repetitive or sustained activities for prolonged period of time, और इसमें हमने लो इंटेंसिटी रखनी होती है. ओके, इसमें एक्सटर्नल लोड्स कम होते हैं, रेपिटेशन ज़्यादा होती हैं. There are two types of the endurance: cardiopulmonary endurance and muscle endurance. Cardiopulmonary endurance, also known as the total body endurance, and it is associated with overall body work like swimming, walking, cycling, upper extremity ergometry. By doing the walking, cycling, swimming, we can increase our total body endurance or cardiopulmonary endurance. Now we should know that what is muscle endurance. Muscle training or the muscle endurance, or local, also known as the local endurance, can be achieved by low intensity muscles contraction, high number of repetition over a prolonged period of time. Low number of repetitions for prolonged number of sorry high number of repetitions for prolonged period of time. So that is the topic for today. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe. Suggestions are highly recommended. Thank you so much.